Good morning and welcome to What's for Breakfast, Lunch, or Brunch. And we're getting started early this morning. And I gotta show you my little coffee cup. Isn't he the sweetest? Can you see him? Let me turn. Oh, there he is. Mm-hmm. Boo is right. We needed some coffee this morning, Boo. So we got him out. And he comes with this cute little spoon. I'll tilt it again so you can see it. I love it. Today we're going to have, and take the spoon out so it doesn't get broken. We're trying to think what we're gonna have for brunch today because we're in between breakfast and lunch. We didn't eat breakfast this morning. We got up super early to try to incorporate our new chicks with our older girls outside, and yeah, it's been a process, I should say. We got about two or three chickens that want to be bullied, so we had to kick everybody out of the chicken coop, and now it's just the babies inside, which they're probably about, we got them in July, so July, August, September, they're about 2 months old. Just stopping that, we're preheating the air fryer. And yeah, so we're letting them get accustomed to the inside. They've been outside, inside the coop, inside the cage for about a month. But now we're letting them walk inside the coop and the run just by themselves. And we got all the original girls outside. And yeah. So I think what we're going to have is we picked up some croissants. And they are gorgeous. Let me move this cup back so I can slide this croissant package in there and show you. Gorgeous, right? So we're definitely gonna have a croissant today. And I think we're gonna have a salad. And that's gonna be our brunch. We got these tomatoes as well. Now we have a garden and it's got about 1,000 green tomatoes, and we've so far got one, maybe two red tomatoes about this size, and that's been it so far. So we're still buying tomatoes until ours come in. And we're gonna get started on, we picked up some English cucumbers, and we got the 3-pack because we thought it'd be cheaper to get, instead of getting the individual ones, it was cheaper to get the 3-pack. And we will make sure we will eat this up. All right, and we're going to get this open and cut up. And what I think I'm going to do is get the whole cucumber cut, so that way we'll just have it prepped for tonight and the rest of the week. Oh, I found it. I gotta get my favorite easy peasy knife here. Let's see. And take that right off here. All right, and of course, even though it's washed now, we keep a little spray bottle of vinegar water. So I just sprayed it down with vinegar water. Now I'm rinsing it off. All right. And then we're just going to put that down. I think I got the world's smallest cutting when the Dollar Tree was $1. Before we went to the Dollar Plus tree, as we call it. We got those, and it came with a little knife and that cutting board for $1, and we got 2 of them, and we love it. I could have got 3. I think I got 2 lemons and a lime, but I don't know what happened to the lime board, and we're always using the lemon one. I'm just looking for a container to put that in that I want to use. I want to use this one. Yeah, I'm going to use this one. Alright, there's our container. Try to get everybody in the shot here. There we go. Now these end pieces, just going to set it off to the side. That'll go out to the girls. Again, I was going to stress the importance of having a good sharp knife. That way it makes, the knife is doing the work, not me. I'm just basically holding it and applying minimum, just letting it go down, and it's doing the slicing itself. So if I'm having to, saw at it. Oh, these cucumbers smell good. And what we'll do is we'll use these on wraps, salads. I picked up some pita wraps. So we'll have some pita wraps with some Greek yogurt on it and some dill. Kind of making our version of, now do we do tzatziki? Traditional tzatziki sauce? Yes. But if you don't have time, you can actually layer the dill, cucumber, pickled onion, garlic, have the same kind of effect without, squeezing out, shredding your cucumbers, squeezing out the water, and the salt to help rinsing and all that. So sometimes we do that, just a quick version of it. And see how easy and quick this is going. And I'm really not having to do any work. Like, this is not requiring any kind of hard, not even minimum. Super easy. Like I said, knife does the work. Now, there's a couple like knives we have I can't use because I'm like, that's taking too much hand work to try to get, something cut up. And I don't have that, so this little trusty knife is my go-to. And that's just how simple it is. And here in the next day or two, we're going to try to get through every bit of this cucumber. So that way we can slice another one and slice another one. So that way we'll use all of them up before they start to go to waste. And of course we'll leave it wrapped in the plastic. And those are the cucumbers prepped. Alright. And set that back, and next we're going to do some tomatoes. So we rinse this off. The reason I'm prepping all this before getting started on the sandwiches, because the sandwiches is basically deli meat, and that's going to take no time at all. Tea?
Yeah.
You might have to... I'm trying to think if I want to use the one to where it drains down. Look up there and grab, the one that's red and it sits inside of itself. We have containers that have a insert because I'm about to put the tomatoes. So I think it'll be better to put in a container with the insert, so that way the liquid will drain down so they're not sitting in their own juice. So I got my husband reaching up there getting that. That's it. Thank you. And we're just slicing up some tomato. And we like to do this if we can, to go ahead and prep, you know, if we're fixing a lunch or dinner, whatever that we might be doing, we'll go ahead and prep extra, so when we're eating throughout the day and the day after, it's not a lot of work. So here's the little container that I was telling you about. It just pulls out, and so that way any juice will just drain. I'm gonna cut these in half and half because I like my tomatoes a little bit smaller, easier to eat. And yeah, see, just going through it. Is a little initial time up front, yes, but on the back end, we'll have all this ready, so then the meals going forward are quicker. Well, that knife is sharp. I got my finger there. Yeah. And if that part comes off, let's throw it off to the side. It's funny, if you see me tossing, our sink is right beside me, of course, and it's got a strainer in it, so whatever runs out, then whatever is in the bottom of the strainer we'll just put over in the compost to go outside in the garden. Just makes it clean up easier, so that way I'm not having to stop and go over to the bin. Now sometimes we'll give that to the girls, the innards to the girls, but since they've had so much of tomato, you know, here recently, I think I'm just going to give them the cucumber diced up today. I'll give them cucumber today as their snack instead of the tomato parts. Now we were putting them, but they had raisins. We don't give them raisins that often because it's a condensed sugar, so we gave them a little bit of raisin yesterday and they really like that. So today is back to having a vegetable for their snack. I know they're spoiled, but it's better than throwing it in the trash. I mean, it's just the end parts of the cucumber. So instead of putting it in the compost bin, we let them compost it down. It all ends up compost one way or the other. All right. Now with the tomato, I think I'm just going to do enough for our salad because I don't want to cut too many of them up that I'll think that we can't eat today. Because you know how it gets, tomatoes are a wet fruit. So it'll start to break down quicker, say if you were doing something like, you know, onion cut up, or even, well, cucumbers are wet too, but we'll, you know, once I started cutting, I'm going to go ahead and eat that up today and tomorrow, so that won't be an issue. But like broccoli will hold up better in the florets than a bunch of tomatoes or wet items in the refrigerator. All right. And there, my friends, is the tomatoes. Want that bit out? Look at all that juice. All right. And then we'll just put the little lid. And there's the tomatoes. All right. Now, we done cleaned up that little bit. My husband's got a bowl out, and he's going to shred the cheese for me. Let's get you straight there. There you go. And while you're doing that, I'm going to get the spinach out and prep that. Oh, we're just getting it together, so we're gonna get our salad items prepped. Like I said, our sandwich will be the last part because it's the quickest. And he's just going to.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
It's funny the way we got the camera set up. I might have to help him get that on there so that way it goes down in the bowl. And this is what we do as far as getting our foods prepped. We'll go ahead, and since we know we're having salad and we got tons of stuff to make salad, we'll go ahead and prep the cheese. Hold on, it's not. I'm going to hold it because the suction is not on there. Usually the suction now. Sometimes you gotta put a little bit of water on the base, which, hold on, we didn't do. So I'm just lightly holding on to it here so that way he can get the last bit. It'll take us more time to get it down on the counter than to just lightly hold it. All right, and there's the cheese. Okay. All right, we're back now. It's funny, I had to put you on pause so that way as we go through, we clean as we go. We have a small kitchen, so we also make sure that the dishwasher is empty. So as we're finished with something, we rinse, put it in the dishwasher. So that's what we did to be able to clean up the counter space. And now the only thing I'm doing is taking some spinach and finishing that off. And you know, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I always break that end off because I do not like the tough ends of spinach in my salads. So I'm just going to take this strainer over and rinse. I've also mentioned before, even though it says triple washed spinach, we still go ahead and rinse our spinach, our produce in general. In a video, one of my videos, we even show the residue, and we're just rinsing with plain water, but after we have rinsed it in a strainer, it showed you it was still dirt and stuff in the bottom from the spinach, even though on a container it says that it's been triple washed. And like I always tell people, you know, this produce travels from location to location to location, and it's at the grocery store and people are picking up the packages and looking at them to see if that's what they really want. So we've always, I grew up washing everything before we consume it.
It was probably washed on a conveyor at the processing plant anyway.
Yeah, nobody's at a sink at the processing plant washing, you know, in a strainer. They put it on a large conveyor belt and it goes up and, you know, up on this huge watering system. I think he wants to shut off the Star Wars bowl. We got tons of Star Wars Pirates bowls.
She a non-believer. She don't like Star Wars.
I wouldn't say I don't like Star Wars. I just never sat down and watched It's not something that I got into growing up and sit down and watch Star Wars. I'm familiar. I like the, the bowls and stuff like that. But to say I'm what do you call a Star Wars person?
Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you know
it's
how
not
they.
like I know Star Trek or Trekkies. And
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I was saying. So yeah, I'm not
No, Star Wars has just always been Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that I'm not one of those.
Yeah, Trekkies are kind of weird.
You want to put this in the dishwasher, and the spinach can go back, and I'll show you the spinach just so. See what it says, triple washed. Yeah, we wash it again and again. So there we go. Fridge, yes. And he's putting the spinach up. And like I said, we have a small kitchen, so we kind of put things away as we go. And if you want, since that's out the way, if you want to grab the turkey and ham. Now, I don't put cheese on mine. Do you want the shredded cheese, or do you want... Ooh, the shredded cheese will probably melt better.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put our croissant in the air fryer.
I'm just trying to find...
It's in there. So our refrigerator is this full now because
we done moved everything around trying to get stuff in there.
Oh, that's a good size one. I think I'll give that one to you, and this one mine. All right, here's our croissants that we're going to use. This one's going to be mine.
So buttery.
I know. Oh, those are good. And then this is going to be my husband's. So we're going to put that in the air fryer just enough to knock the chill off of it and to get it a little bit soft. Oh, if you want French's onions for your salad, if you want to grab those out, we'll put those in a little bowl and
Put
stick
some
it.
bacon in there.
What?
Yeah.
What? He wants bacon on his croissant. So we're going to put the bacon. So we're just loading stuff in the air fryer. And believe it or not, I'll go ahead and put the deli meat in there as well, because I want to knock the chill off of that as well. So we're just putting the deli meat. Now I'm sorry if y'all are hearing a lot of the background noise, but this is how it goes here. All right, here's that. And what I think I'm going to do is going to shut that up. So right now in our air fryer we have the croissant and we have the deli meat, because that's just to knock the chill off. And then once we take that out, we'll add the bacon and the French's onions in there. And I have to show you my son's work. They had a particular sandwich and they phased the sandwich out, and they told the workers, take these French's onions. So he brought home, let me make sure there's no name on that. Let me turn around this way. He brought home four huge bags of French's onions. So these are in the freezer, and the other ones are in the pantry. And we're going through adding it to salads. My son put it on a sandwich the other day. So we're just going to put some in a little ramekin. And instead of croutons, we're going to add this on top of our salad. Alright, so those are there. Okay, I'm done with those if you want to put those back in the fire. Alright, and I'm going to get our plates down, so I'm going to have to put you on a pause real quick. Alright, had to adjust you up a little bit there. Croissants are out, nice and soft and warm.
Did you want bacon too?
I have one piece. Let's see if we can get this croissant. Just gliding, look at that. Just gliding that knife and just letting it cut that nice flaky croissant open. That's always my favorite, just watching it open up there. They say it's better if you're going to cut your croissant to cut it before you put it in, but I know if you got a good knife, it don't matter. See how it's not it's not smushing it down. And there, look at that, hun. Oh, I want mayo on mine, so let's get some mayo out. And then we're just gonna start. It's all about building. We done got everything prepped, and now we're just gonna start building our sandwich. And we're gonna be eating. I think what I'm gonna do is lay down some of this warm meat and put your cheese in between so that way it'll melt. This right here is turkey. All right, turkey. I just put one piece of turkey, I think, on mine. Okay. And then the prep cheese. Oh, you know what? I don't think we have a mayonnaise open, so just
I was all up in there.
so just get a pack of mayonnaise out in the drawer, because I'm going to use that up instead of using you know, open up a jar.
Struggling.
All right. And then our ham. Let me get a hot piece. Is that hot? Yeah, that's hot. Ham. I've got mine back in there because I want mine a little bit hotter than that. See how quick it's come together? Mayo. And these are from the restaurants, or actually when we go out to our big box store, if we have a deli section. So if we happen to pick up anything, we'll just go ahead and grab some mayonnaise packs. Okay. I think I might want just a little bit of cheese. I'm going to put some on my salad, so I don't want tons of it on my sandwich. Oh, the French's onions. Are you able to get those out without burning yourself? I always do that because I love to knock the chill off of the onions. Now,
You be careful.
Yeah. There's our croissant.
Which one's mine?
This one. Oh, the bacon. Oh, I almost forgot. Babe, there's tongs if you want to grab the tongs in the drawer. Yep. And then while he's doing that, let me go ahead and put the lettuce down.
I didn't know if you wanted two or one. If you just want one, you can
I
do
said
whatever.
one, but it's okay. I'll just put, since you already put the... Now, if you'll do me a favor, the rest of the lettuce, we're going to just put it in the refrigerator. So what we'll need to do is just take a little piece of towel and set it up under there. So that way the water, you see what I'm saying, it won't get too, and we'll have the rest of that. And there should be a lid somewhere
Right here.
that you'll keep putting everything on. All right.
It's still warm.
A little cheese on there. I'll see, as I'm just putting a little stuff on our food here, I'm giving my husband, okay, this could go in the refrigerator, where he could put in the refrigerator. So we're cleaning as we're going. Just want to show you, see the juice at the bottom there? I like these containers. Couple tomato. Gonna be a nice little lunch. If we want to, I almost forgot, grab that onion out as well so we can add a little bit of onion to this so we could just use it up. Cucumber is next. Good way to get that nutrition in there. I love cucumbers on a salad. As you can see, I'm making sure. Put quite a bit on there, tucked it up under.
Yeah, I'm good.
My husband can do without the veg. Okay, I'm done with this and this. So if you want to transition that over to the refrigerator, a little bit of onion. We had this diced up because we had shrimp last night. We did kind of like our play on fajitas without the corn chips, and it was delicious. All right, that's good. So if you want to transition that.
Done with it?
Yep. And our onions. And if you want to grab the ranch out, I'm going to put a little bit of the ranch. Oh, those are crispy and delicious. You're going to open it for me? And this is what we're having for lunch today. And we'll have some green tea to drink. And we're going to drizzle a little bit of light ranch on there just to show you. Thank you. So he went ahead and gave me the one. So we can get the lid up. Thank you. The one that's already open. You know what, T?
Yeah, no, I'm still opening it.
You might not need a, you could open that one, but I think between this right here, it's going to be plenty. Yep, we're just going to knock it on the counter. And get every bit of that dressing. Look at there. We really like this one. This is a light buttermilk ranch. 80 calories versus the regular, which is 120 calories. Yeah, we went and made sure we got some more of those.
You done with that?
Yeah. Alright, we're just going to put a couple more little French's onions on top. Look at there. Quick, easy. Like I said, the longest part it took is because we're talking. But if we wasn't talking and filming at the same time, this would have been literally ready in under 15 minutes. Alright. And that's warm. We just dumped the rest of those because it wasn't enough to put away. And there's my husband's plate here. And there's my plate. Well, thank you for watching, and make sure you get you something good to eat. Say goodbye to YouTube people.
Bye, YouTube people.
Have a great day.